I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2017 67 plate Nissan Navara Tekna Auto. It's done 88,000 miles and it's got full Nissan service history. It's also got the remaining amount of 5 years or 100,000 miles manufacturer's warranty when new. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be really popular because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here in person. As I go around the truck today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, any scratches or any dents. We'll look at the wheels and the tyres individually. We'll have a look in the back, then we'll have a look inside. Have a look at the seats, have a look at the functionality. I'll even tell you what it smells like in there as well. Once we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet, have a look at the engine. Then finally, we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis and the spare wheel. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you want to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a truck, an application will take approximately 5 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within about an hour. In most cases, we will ask you for a deposit to cover the VAT. Obviously, this is down to you as a person, so under some circumstances, we can look to get around that. Okay, so we'll start with the bonnet and then we'll work our way around from there. And hopefully you can see from the video the truck's in fantastic condition. But obviously we'll confirm that as we go around. Okay, so the bonnet, as you can see, is in nice clean condition. There's no obvious dents on there. Everything looks nice and clean. There are a couple of very small stone chips on the very front leading edge, which is just here. It's not massive, as you can probably see, but there are a couple and they are there. Okay, so driver's side headlight, leading round to the front bumper, front grille, passenger side headlight and the rest of the bumper, all in great condition, as you can see. Passenger side front wing, as you can see, it's in nice clean condition. There's no obvious marks or dents. There is a very fine scratch there. It's not serious and I can't actually feel it with my finger. Hopefully you can probably not even, you can even see it on there, to be fair. Right, so passenger side front wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. It's a Continental tyre. And as you can see, it's got approximately 8mm tread. Mirrors in great condition, both sides. Okay, so let's work our way down the passenger side. As you can see, the side steps in great condition, as are the panels. So everything's nice and clean, and there's no obvious dents. There is a very small dent here. Can you see it? And when I say small, I mean minuscule, but it is there. It is tiny. Rear quarter. Now, I'm sure if you're looking at this, you'll know, but say it just in case. It is a ULEZ vehicle or ultra low emission zone compliant. So it has got an AdBlue. It's got AdBlue on it. So there's lots of different zones throughout the UK that can charge you, and if you've got a vehicle such as this, that will actually get you underneath that congestion charge. Rear wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. It's a matching tyre with matching tread depth. Hopefully you can see from that the rear quarter's in great condition. There are a couple of very fine marks there. Now I can't feel those on my finger at all. There's a couple there as well, and I can't feel those on my finger either. That's usually a decent indication on whether or not you should be able to polish them out. Obviously, there's no guarantees. Passenger side taillight in great condition. Tailgate is in nice condition. And hopefully you can see from that there's no obvious marks, scratches or dents. Rear bumper, you'll notice that there are parking sensors. And there's also a reversing camera, as I'm sure you're aware. It's got a 360-degree reversing camera. I will show you that when we get inside. Tow bar with electrics. It's the earlier style electrics. Okay, so it's got a mountain top roll on it. The actual mounting top itself's got a few marks on it. If it's been sun bleached or something. Not serious, but it is what it is. Let's have a quick look in the back. So in the back it's nice and clean, there's no load liner. Let's just check this, it's just a bit tiny. Oh, there we go. Just a bit stiff. Probably needs oiling, to be fair. Can't do it one-handed, unfortunately. So if you decide to buy it, remind us and we'll have a look at it for you. It might just need a little bit of oil on it. But other than that, it's in great condition. Onto the driver's side. Taillight's in great condition. Onto the rear quarter. This is the side with the AdBlue, as you can see. Approximately 1 full tank of AdBlue will do approximately 5 full tanks of fuel, from what I can gather. It will depend heavily on how you use it, of course. Again, there's a few little marks on there. I don't know what they're from. They're not serious at all, but obviously you can see I can't feel them on my finger at all. So the rear quarter's in good condition, other than those few little thick tiny marks there. Driver side rear wheel and tyre, it's a matching tyre. Wheels in great condition, and it's matching tread depth. Right, so let's have a quick look on the roof. And that's in nice condition, there's no damage, everything looks nice and clean. Right, so let's go down the driver's side. Side steps in great condition, as are the panels. So there's no obvious marks, scratches, or dents on these at all. Nice and clean. Onto the driver's side front wing. And again, it's in nice condition with no obvious damage. Driver's side front wheel and tyre. Wheels in great condition, it's a matching tyre with matching tread depth. So the great news is it's a full set of Continentals all round, and they're pretty much like new, to be fair. Right, so onto the interior. Now, as long as you've got your key in your pocket, in your wallet, in your bag, then you can press this button and I will lock it and unlock the vehicle. The key's inside, so it'll tell me off if I do it. Driver's door card is in nice clean condition. On the armrest you've got 4 electric windows, window lock, and then your door lock, electric folding mirrors, and your mirror control there. Driver's seat is fully electric, so it goes forwards, it goes backwards, you can bring it up, you can bring the nose up, tip up, or what you want to call it, and then the backrest will go forwards and backwards as well. Also on top of that, you see this button here, you can actually press that and that will actually pump that part up, as you can see. So if you suffer from bad back, sciatica or whatever, you can make the seat very comfortable for you and your needs. Right, so let me jump in. It's really warm today, so I'm going to start it up and put the aircon on. So start it up. It flies into action straight away, no problems at all. Ticks over nice. As you can see from the dashboard, there's no warning lights, just obviously the fact that the seatbelt's not on and the seatbelt's not fastened and the handbrake's on, and of course the low fuel as well. So let's cancel that. There you go. So other than that, there's no other warning lights on there at all. Steering wheel's in nice clean condition, there's no damage, everything looks nice and straight. So on the steering wheel, to the right hand side is your basically your cruise control, and then down below is your phone control and voice command, so you can answer your phone and hang up from there. On the left hand side is your media center control, volume, and whatever else, you know, you can go up and down the channels and whatever. So look at the reversing camera, good place to start. So to the left hand side is your 360 degree reversing image, and then to the right hand side is your reverse image for when you're hooking up. What I quite like is if you are reversing, this for me is cool, but I wouldn't ever use it, it's a bit gimmicky. If you click on camera, it gives you the left hand view. Now for me that's more important. I can't see down there, so you know you're not going to hit a cyclist, a kid on a pavement, you're not going to damage your wheels. So for me that's more important. Also what I like is if you put it in drive, it gives you your forward facing view as well. You can click camera again, click on camera, gives you a 360, and it also gives you a forward facing view, which is really smart. I've found that helpful when you're going to park up against a wall, stuff like that. Right, so onto the actual media centre itself. So if you click on info, you've got a thing called My Apps. So as you can see on this one, someone's used it. Obviously they've had the phone plugged into it. You've got Eurosport, you've got TripAdvisor, you've got Google. You can put Facebook on there and other things as well. The map is really nice, decent size. It's nice and clear. It works a bit like your phone, so you can move it around and you can pinch in and whatever else. What I quite like is if you put a postcode in, and a lot of times I put a postcode in and it won't recognise it. If you know the area, what you can then do is you can actually go to it, you can click on the screen and you see the flag that's come on. You can actually use that as your starting, as your finishing point. Click OK and it takes you to it. Click on radio, excuse me, turn the volume down. It's got DAB, FM, AM and obviously CD player. It's a pre-populated DAB list for where you are, and obviously that refreshes as you move forwards. What else? CD player, auxiliary, all the usual stuff. It's got SD card slot as well. So it's got switchable 4-wheel drive. Obviously you can do that while you're moving, but I personally wouldn't. It's only going to prolong the life of your gearbox. If you stop, pop it in park or pop it in neutral. It's got hill descent, and you can lock and unlock the vehicle from here. Hopefully you can hear that. Heated seats in the front. I will switch them on and try them. Not overly keen, it's a bit hot, but never mind. Air conditioning with dual zone climate control. So let's just give that a whirl. Turn that down to low. Put the fan up a little bit. Click on mode. I can tell you straight away that the air conditioning works. It's nice and cold, so that's good. Turn that down a little bit. Passenger seat. Bolsters are really nice and firm. Material's really nice and clean, as you can hopefully see. Everything looks nice and clean. Dashboard is clean and free from damage. It could be all up there with a 12-volt socket. It's a 7-speed automatic gearbox. I've heard people say that they can get 43, 44 miles per gallon out of these things, which is obviously phenomenal. There are 2 keys, and there's 2 keys for the roll and lock as well. I can tell you that heated seats work perfectly. I'm going to switch them off. There's an armrest with cubby hole and another 12-volt socket in there. Seats in the back look nice and clean. We will go and have a look at those in a bit more closer detail in a second. Headlining's nice and clean. There's no damage. Spec holders. All the lights, everything work as you would expect them to. Yeah, so it's nice and clean. Let me switch that off. Let's have a quick look at the driver's seat. Driver's seat, bolsters are really nice and firm. The material's really nice and clean. There's no damage, so it's all good. Right, let me just pop the bonnet while we're here. Find it. In the rear, door cards are really nice and clean. There's no damage. The seats are really very clean in the back. There's no obvious damage. Everything looks spot on. Yeah, it's all good. Let's have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet, obviously it's got full Nissan service history. It's been looked after, it goes without saying. You see the turbo unit is nice and clean, and it's free from any oil. There's no oily residue around the engine block at all. Everything looks nice and clean. The belt looks brand new. Looks like it's got a new battery on it. If you probably didn't realise, the people that changed this, but because it's got the manufacturer's warranty from Nissan, if the battery had gone dead and contacted Nissan, they would have changed that for free. Not sure how that's happened, but it's got a bit of a crack in the actual plastic. It's just a piece of plastic though, so it makes no real sense, to be honest with you, but I don't understand that. But the engine itself, nice and clean. There's no sign of any oily residue around the engine or anything, or engine block, so there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Everything looks nice and clean. Let's have a quick look underneath. So So underside of engine, again, no signs of any oil leaks or historic ones. It's nice and clean on the chassis, everything looks dry. Rear diff clean and dry. It's a full size, I think it's a full size spare with a brand new Continental. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here in person, and probably a bit more than what you were expecting to see, but you know, rather show you too much than not enough. Okay, so if you've got any questions, or if you want to see something in a bit more detail, or if you think I've missed something, please give me a shout. I'm more than happy to show you absolutely anything that you want to see. So for now, thanks for watching and sticking with me. Stay safe. Bye-bye.